Hoth, the Sith Warrior. War between the Sith Empire and the Galactic Republic is inevitable. As a preemptive strike, Darth Barris hatches Plan Zero to eliminate the Republic's top military leaders. Barris' scheme leads Lord Dariathal to the ice planet of Hoth, where the Empire has laid plans to lure the Republic into a deadly and unwinnable conflict. On these frozen wastes, Lord Dariathal pursues the Jedi Knight Xerenda, the final target of Plan Zero.
My lord, I am docked at the space station above Hoth.
Very good. Now that Admiral Monk and the War Trust have fallen to your might, all that remains is Jedi Knight Xerenda. Xerenda has dedicated himself to the Republic like no other. He's led our enemies to many cunning victories. Not only is he a symbol of inspiration for the Republic, he's been a thorn in my side for a long time.
Do you know what he's trying to achieve here?
Intelligence reports suggest that he has brought his troop of elite special ops to seek a secret superweapon. I can uncover no information about this weapon, only that it was lost in the wreckage of one of the crashed starships from the war.
Maybe we can use the Republic's toy against them.
Perhaps. If Xerenda wants it, it must be very powerful. His death is the goal, but if the weapon can be salvaged, all the better. Your contact on the surface is Commander Lanklin. He's been tracking Xerenda and should be ready to meet you at the Imperial base. The commander occasionally bites off more than he can chew, but he's been warned that this mission cannot afford anything less than perfection. Xerenda is the last of your targets. Report to me when you know the nature of the superweapon he seeks. Get this right, apprentice.
Hoth. Back in the day, I managed to escape assignment here. It chills my bones just to be in orbit above this frigid planet.
Yeah, you should leave me on the ship. I think I'm fighting off a cold.
Forget those cowards, my lord. A little snow won't stop me. I'm ready for action.
The soldier mirrors my attitude, Master. I want to consume every experience I can.
Welcome to the Adama space station, my lord. I'm Ensign Rail. I gather this visit is because you'll be traveling through to the surface of Hoth.
That's the intent.
I'll be scanning you so I can customize your cold weather equipment. Then I'll arrange your briefing. There we are. As you're on the VIP list, Lieutenant Halpern will brief you. He's in the theatre. Good day.
Attention, a lord is present. At ease. Let's get this started. Ostensibly, the conflict on Hoth is over salvage from a battle that happened above the planet. In reality, it is our trap for the Republic.
So, the salvage is worthless? Or is it just too hard to get to?
A bit of each. There is a fairly major pirate force that holds much of what the Republic wishes to recover. The Imperial plan is not to gain ground, but rather to make the battle as costly as possible to the Republic. We want our forces small and mobile, and while the Republic keeps chasing victory, we bleed them dry of personnel and equipment.
The strategy seems sound. How will it change what I do?
It means we will rely heavily on small unit groups, such as yourself, to cause damage and withdraw. Pitched battles are lost battles.
My lord, forgive the interruption. I brought your cold weather equipment.
We were just finishing, Ensign.
This should keep your core body temperature up. When you're ready, report to a pilot in the shuttle bay for transport to the planet.
Colonel Vanis at Dawn Base will be waiting for you. Good luck down there.
The planet awaits, my lord. Commander Triton will want to meet with you.
My briefing said I was to meet a Colonel Vanis.
I don't know anything about that. Commander Triton's the one listed as in charge now. I'm sure he can fill you in on the story. I need to de-ice the shuttle here.
Your advice boils down to doing nothing, and that I cannot do. Sir, I respect your bravery, but if you see this through personally, you will be dead. And whose leadership will we have then? My lord, we're glad you've arrived. May I introduce Commander Triton, and myself, a humble captain, corps name Udrus.
Lieutenant Halpin sent word you would be coming, and we've never had greater need of you.
Colonel Vanis, the commander of this base, is missing. We fear he's dead, along with all the most experienced men from this base.
To lose one officer is a casualty. To lose them all sounds like a coup.
I assure you, the last thing I wanted was leadership of this base. I had zero choice in the matter.
I seek Commander Lanklin.
My lord, I am Ensign Slint, Commander Lanklin's second in command. You've arrived sooner than expected. The commander is in the field, tracking Jedi Zerender, but has failed to report in. His tracer beacon hasn't moved for quite some time.
Sounds like he was careless.
One doesn't have to be careless on Hoth to fall victim. This planet is a pitfall of hazards. There's a massive Republic presence, and all manner of power-hungry alien pirates. Our forces are stretched thin. A rescue party for Commander Lanklin would take several days to put together.
Just tell me where to go.
Here is the location indicated by the tracer beacon. It's in hostile territory. There are rumors of a heavily defended pirate stronghold in that sector. It will be hard to get in.
The tougher, the better.
I hope you are successful, my lord. The pirates hate the Empire. If Commander Lanklin has fallen into their clutches, I hate to think what's happened.
We received a distress call. It was obvious he found trouble.
But we can't simply cower in our base when the mission is to damage and exhaust the Republic.
This is what I was trying to tell the commander. We've lost 2 rescue teams already, and our men can't do it. Commander, this visit is a gift to us from fate.
10 enemies or 10,000. I stand ready to strike them down.
Feel free to wreak as much vengeance as you like.
But if I were out in that cold, I'd have called for a rescue.
My lord, is that you? I heard the sounds of battle outside and grew hopeful.
Rise to your feet, Commander. You're freed.
Sorry for this trouble, but truth is, my capture gives us great insight into the enemy. Jedi Zerender is a crafty adversary. I thought I was tracking him and his men when I found myself led into a pirate ambush. It seems he had the Republic's elite Talz commandos lure me off his trail. The Talz are unmatched trackers, highly cunning.
Zerender outsmarted you, and you failed your mission.
I have no idea how he knew. I did everything right. I can tell you this. If Zerender's been given command of the Talz, this weapon he's after must be supremely important. I know where the Talz headquarters is located. Maybe you can force one of them to confess what Zerender's after.
If I have to kill every Talz on this planet, I will get what I need.
I wish there was more I could do. I hope this lead makes up for my blunder. I'll rendezvous with you at the outpost in the next sector, and we can update Lord Barris.
I found Colonel Vanis. He was dead, murdered by Republic Talz.
Talz. That would make sense. Cold adapted, Republic aligned. I've not killed their kind before. What about you, Commander?
What? Yes, of course.
The base awaits your orders, Commander.
We are having deep morale issues in the forward outpost. I must show them that we can triumph without Colonel Vanis. Now is the time for reprisals. These chittering animals will not get away with this. I want 10 of the Republic to suffer for every one of ours dead. I want every last Talz wiped out, their heads on sticks out in the frost.
Anything you'd like to add?
The main thrust of the plan is sensible, but given our limited knowledge, I suggest the plan be refined before use. A covert action is advisable, or we'll end up wiping out one group and causing the rest to go into hiding. I have data arrays we could install in their communications link. If we did that, we could locate and estimate their numbers before we hit them.
This sounds plausible. As much as I hate to admit it, Udrus is usually right about these things.
Commander! Come in, Commander!
Go ahead, Scout 5.
We found a nest of Talz on the ice lake. Too many to engage. Transmitting coordinates now.
Our luck is changing. If we can get those arrays into whatever they're using for communications, we'll soon know what we need.
When you're done, report to the forward outpost. It's closer to the lake, and the men there can see your success in person.
I'm all that's left. Everywhere I turn, the monster appears. Why do you torment me? I'm not part of your vendetta. What? A Sith? First Zerender abandons me. Now this?
Tell me what happened.
I'll tell you what happened. I was left to die. At least a Sith I can see and fight straight up. I won't be assassinated in the dark like these poor Talz. My master would tell me not to attack, but he's not here. Defend yourself, Sith! Go ahead and kill me. I didn't want to die at the hands of the beast anyway.
I seek Jedi Zerender. Tell me where he is and what he is searching for.
Zerender. He refused to let me come with him. He left me here to face death. The Talz warned my master about Brunmark. He's a savage Talz seeking revenge on Fitzellan and the others for ousting him. But did Zerender care? No. Now Brunmark's in here somewhere, murdering... Wait! Did you hear that? No. He's... Oh!
You've outdone yourself, but heed your limitations. We should work together. We are of common purpose. I have no intention of disrupting you, Brunmark.
Good to hear from you. We've been receiving the feed from the data arrays, and what we've learned is quite interesting. We had assumed there were one, perhaps two groups of Talz out there. We found 6. Had we attacked earlier, we would have gotten one group and the other 5 would have gone to ground.
Planning makes the victory greater.
It certainly paid off in this case. Unfortunately, we have one more step to take.
The good part is we know how many Talz there are, and the bad part is we don't have enough forces to hit all 6 groups at once. We have devised a plan to put the Talz in position for a killing blow. Their supplies, weapons, medical equipment, and the high-calorie food they require, all of it is stored in one central location. They may be adapted to the cold, but without their supplies, they wouldn't last a week. So we will destroy their cache.
So instead of fighting Talz, you want us to fight hungry, angry Talz?
They should be able to mount one counterattack before hunger weakens them. If I were them, and suddenly without food, I would raid this base. So we will amplify our defenses here and spring the trap shut. Unfortunately, getting at their supplies may be difficult. They are in a series of ice caves overrun by Wampers.
Is there anything important on this planet that isn't in some snow creature's freezer?
I suspect taking over a cave was faster than digging their own shelter, though I'm not sure how they dominate the Wampers.
All the more reason to bring back their equipment. We could learn much from the Talz.
The last thing you'd want to do in a Wampa cave is weigh yourself down.
You'd be surprised how much I can carry.
Daring, my lord. I hope you're making the right call. Take anything of theirs that gives them aid or comfort. Make them come crawling. Let them know who the masters of this miserable world are.
Get this Jedi off my hollow, Lanklin. Now.
I can't. Zerender's overridden all my controls.
As you can see, Barris, I control this planet. I've tapped your communications and can anticipate your every move. As Commander Lanklin knows firsthand, the Talz keep me one step ahead of even you.
Your oversized commandos are on the verge of extinction.
Ah, the lapdog returns. If your trainer knows what's good for him, he'll muzzle you. I'm not here for a reunion, Barris. The last time we met, you were left drained and weaponless. This time you won't be so lucky.
My lord, I'm sorry,
You have failed me for the last time, Lanklin. Ensign Slint, you are now coordinator of my dealings on Hoth. Don't screw it up, Commander.
I will not disappoint you, my lord.
Apprentice, you better have good news for me.
Save your strong-arm tactics for the grunts. The lost superweapon Zerender seeks is actually a Jedi Master named Violet.
Ah, Master Violet. Now I understand why Zerender would risk exposure. Before his capture during the war, Violet was among the Jedi's most powerful masters. The ship transporting him to me was destroyed in a fierce space battle in this system. I assumed he'd perished, but...
The ship must have crashed here on Hoth, and he's kept himself alive all this time.
So it would seem. For beings that commune deeply enough, the Force can be as sustaining as rations. During the war, Zerinder was Master Violet's Padawan. We battled. Violet took my lightsaber and used it from then on. If Violet is on Hoth, so is my blade. I will concentrate to locate it. Yes, there. Coordinates sent, Commander. Now go, apprentice. Find the lightsaber and the Jedi.
My lord, the area indicated is an uncharted quadrant where black marketeers are said to operate. What will you have me do while you're away?
Dispose of Lanklin's body, Commander.
The Emperor's speed to you, my lord.
Nice price for something we thawed out from the ice. The lightsaber is yours. Glad we could do business together, Talz.
Hand the lightsaber to me.
Another interested party. I smell a bidding war. We're open to offers. Triple, huh? Deal. Men, power up your blasters.
This is so much fun.
I did not know I would face Talz here. This is a lesson you'll only learn once. If you know what's good for you, stay out of my way. Let it not be said that carrying such a load through Wampas is impossible.
Yes, my lord. You'll be pleased to know that we have kept up our end of the plan.
The base is prepared for war. We have security fields, sensors, anti-personnel guns. We'll obliterate any Talz that dares approach.
Commander! Commander! There's reports of a Talz attack.
Excellent. What wing are they headed for?
No wing, sir. They're at the power station. They're overrunning the guards. They brought bombs.
These Talz have no fear. Even when their army is at its last breath, they want to take us down with them.
If they kill the power station, we'll have no heat. We'll have to evacuate or we won't last past nightfall.
I will be there soon.
I'll call for reinforcements from a Damas orbital. They should be able to land within the hour. Just get to that power station, and quickly.
I stand between you and your victory, one you will never claim. You should rethink your life's goals. I could use a ferocious beast like you. You have a deal. to have you along.
Fight alongside me, monster. We will destroy all our enemies together.
Lieutenant Auron reporting in, my lord. Our company is on the ground, and we have secured the perimeter.
You couldn't have arrived while I was fighting an army.
I'm sorry, my lord. We were ensuring no Talz escaped the trap. We'll finish up here.
My eyes are still adjusting, but I have no trouble recognizing you, brave Zerander. The sight warms me.
Master Violet, your ordeal has ended. I only wish I'd heard you reaching out to me sooner.
Do not denigrate yourself. It took great concentration to summon you. All these many years, entombed in this rubble. I have fed off the Force, and have great insights to impart.
Your insights will fall on dead ears.
What's this? I sense a presence. Barriss.
Indeed. This is Darth Barris's apprentice, come to stop me from returning you to your command. Conserve your strength, Master. My men and I will dispatch this interloper.
It's useless to defy me.
Strong words from someone so drastically outnumbered. I see you've managed to tame that sadistic Talz. It won't help you. To arms, men! Protect Master Violet at all costs!
Stop, Sith. Had my strength returned before this moment, I would have kept Zerander from engaging you. Now he is down, and your fight has made this chamber unstable. It is nearing an inevitable collapse. You've proven your superiority. Let me bargain for Zerander's life.
His life is forfeit.
Bye, my old friend. Now I wish I had not summoned you here. Sith, your efforts to neutralize us are unnecessary. I have no interest in continuing the fight against the Empire. Buried here all this time, I have communed with the Force to the exclusion of all else.
I find that somewhat intriguing.
It has been a great privilege, and quite mind-expanding. The Force is with me, greater than ever now. I suspect that I could defeat you quite handily, but I'm no longer concerned with the tidings of this galaxy, or these times. I only seek to continue my transcendence.
If that's true, why did you summon Zerander here?
I wanted to share my revelations, and bring him to the same understanding. This excavation site is nearing collapse. Should we battle, we would both be crushed. Leave me here, to be buried again. You will complete your mission, and I shall enjoy a life at one with the Force.
I like the sound of that.
Then save yourself, and leave this place before the ceiling crashes down. I will quiet my mind and prepare myself. You have my gratitude, Sith. A precise lightsaber sweep as you exit will cause the cave-in.
Say the Sith held off the entire Talz force, single-handed?
It sounds incredible, to be sure, but here, I'll let you talk directly. My lord, we cannot express our gratitude. May I introduce Moff Braynor, overseer of the Hoth system, among others.
I heard you telling them off the good news.
Yes. You saved us from giving a much bleaker report.
If not for you, Dawn Base would have been lost, and all the outposts that depend on it. It is for that reason I ask you your opinion. Would you say Commander Triton or just Captain Udris was more instrumental in the base's defense?
Captain Udris's advice formed most of our key strategies. We relied on him heavily.
That is as I expected. Very well. Captain Udris, you are now Colonel Udris. I am putting the base's welfare in your hands until further notice.
I don't believe I've heard of a Chiss ranking so high before.
It is unprecedented. But Captain Udris is well known for his skill and judgment.
Sir, if I might ask, do you think the enlisted men will have a problem taking orders from Colonel Udris?
You mean, will they refuse orders from a Chiss? They will at first. Then they will be made examples.
Make it clear what happens to the disobedient, and you will do fine.
That is correct. The fastest remedies to insubordination are force and fear.
I will keep that in mind, Moff Braynor. Thank you.
That will be all.
Well, that went better than expected.
Apprentice, you are looking at a very pleased man. Admiral Monk destroyed. The War Trust, no more. Now, with Jedi Zerender and Master Wyatt neutralized, all of the Republic's most vaunted leaders are no more. Plan Zero is complete.
Where does it leave us, Master?
There is more to discuss, much of it of a sensitive nature which I do not wish to convey via holo. Return to my chambers here on Drummond Cars.